A children's village is a home within a community with lots of beauty, lots of opportunities, tons of love, and that real sense that they are someone who matters and someone who has just as much potential as myself or anybody else. To us, it's a very important distinction between an orphanage and a children's village.
We looked into different types of sustainable architecture that would be appropriate for the culture and place. We came across earth bag construction, which is filling bags with earth that you excavate on site, mixing it with some sandier soil and also a percentage of cement. And you connect the different levels of bags with barbed wire. These bags, when they're compacted and filled, eventually will become hard as rocks and will become very resilient and flexible. We have curved walls that are much more resistant to earthquakes, which this is a seismically active area. And the construction which they've done recently is using cement blocks. And cement blocks are not resilient to earthquakes, they fracture. And in Guatemala they say, if you have an earthquake, the building kills you twice. The wall falls in on you and then the roof comes in. So with earth bag construction, this type of construction is approved in California as a appropriate technology for their very seismically prone state.
The vision of Project Somos is to establish a village for orphaned and abandoned children in Guatemala. We're 8 kilometers from Tecpan proper, which is a town of at least 10,000. And we're located in a little village called Chivarabal, and it has a population of 900. And what we really love about being in a community is that it'll be a much more real experience for the children to grow up in a community with other homes and children. The village will become a part of the community of Chivarabal. The village will have 7 family homes, and in each family home we'll have up to 7 children. The children will be cared for by a Guatemalan woman who will be professionally trained foster mom, or women that will become mothers, long-term commitment, so that these children have that continuity of growing up in a family together. So the children will be placed and grow up as siblings. And as each child grows, matures, and moves out of the family home, a younger child will be placed within the home. The family homes will be in a small cluster on this piece of property, situated at one end of it. There'll be a volunteer and staff village. The buildings will be scattered throughout, along with the agriculture. And the children will become a part of this community and live and grow up together. The children will go to the local school, which is Spanish and Cachical, and we will supplement their education with courses in art and computer, English, and we will also open it up to the local community, so the children in the local community also have opportunities like our kids. We don't want our children to be living in a bubble, a little gated community that cuts them off from the rest of the world. We're very sensitive to that issue and want to make the children's village as integrated with the local community as possible.
So we wanted to do something here which would be appropriate, easy, economical, sustainable, and perhaps even usable for the local workers to learn and be entrepreneurial and do it for other people. We didn't want to come in as Canadians to impose a cultural, architectural style. We wanted to do something that would be appropriate for the culture here, which is really, the base of which is Mayan. We're also using for the interior walls something called eco ladrillo or eco bricks. And these are plastic bottles filled with plastic bags. Unfortunately, in Guatemala, there is no recycling of plastics. So plastics are filling the streets Bottles are everywhere, so it is very easy to come by this material. One house that we're building will take 7,000 of these basically pop bottles filled with plastic bags. And we've enlisted some local schools to help us to get our quota of 7,000 bottles per house.
One of the really important facets of our vision is sustainability. The ecological sustainability of building with ecological construction, using sustainable technology. Beyond that, the focus is around financial sustainability. Rather than become another nonprofit who's dependent on donations and grants for the rest of our existence, our plan is to have social enterprises or small businesses that can help sustain the village financially.
It is really a community that will help raise all of the children together.
It's children that are the hope of any country. It's our responsibility. We need to care for children. They can make the difference to future generations in their own community and in their own country.